Hello, Internet. Welcome to another Learn Adobe Now here on the Awesome Wood Things channel. I'm Matt Haas, your host. I am glad you are here. We have an exciting show for you today. Just a reminder, after this fun live stream is over, this goes unlisted on the YouTube channel, and you can be a $1 or more patron, and you'll get access to the links that take you to these unlisted reruns of the show, essentially. I see Al is here from Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. Al, is it true your birthday is today? If so, happy birthday, my friend. I'm wearing officer yellow again, as I often do, because I know my friend Al likes Star Trek possibly as much as I do. Jim Dockrell's here. Happy birthday, Al, says Jim. Excellent. Yes, yes, yes. So I've got a few patrons. I've got Steve Nealon from Harneal Media. Thank you for being a patron. Javier Unzuela from Javi's Woodshop on YouTube's. Jerry Brown. He has pollywantsacrafter.com. Jim Bashirs. And Jim Bashirs on YouTube, and Laffy or Mike Laffy, most notable for, well, not maybe most notable, but the Maybe podcast. That maybe I've said too much. Jim says, may the force be with you. Ha 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 ha. May the odds be ever in your favor. I love the sci-fi references. Keep them coming. I can never get enough. Not ever. All right. Is that Nanu? I'll get the right show yet. Star Trek. Think Star Trek. Live long and prosper. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. So, line art. There's been a lot happening in line art around the community. There have been line art tutorials by other makers. However, not Illustrator tutorials. It's all good. Inkscape is a free alternative. So, some community members have been getting a little bit of knowledge around Inkscape, and despite common knowledge, I think that's awesome. All right, so what are we talking about this evening? Well, let me tell you. I have some reference sheets in my office, and they come in really handy, and I'm going to redo one of them in Illustrator. This is just general stuff, kind of helps me be more productive, with office type stuff here in the home office. So let me show you what I have. Does everybody know what this is? Yes, it's the NATO phonetic spelling of all of the alphabet characters. And I use this when I'm on the phone because, some things you just can't discern. Like my last name ends with an S. That sounds exactly like F. It really does. So they always say, is that F as in Frank? I'm like, no, S as in Sierra. So I've had this on my wall forever. And I'll tell you what, I always fumble through it. And I don't fumble through it because I don't know the alphabet and I don't know what numbers or what letters come before other letters. It's an awkward orientation. Like if I have to spell my name, it's Mattth here, EW. I kind of fumble, like it's not snappy. So there's a better way. And you can go online and you can download these templates, and they're all in columns or rows that make no sense. Here's the tip. keyboards. It's crazy, but if I have a keyboard layout, I can discern exactly where those letters are, and I've tried it. I am so much faster. I know how to type, so it's just embedded in my mind. Like, I don't have to think about it. So while I'm hunting and pecking for where these letters are, and I sound really probably lame online, I'm like, E as in find it, echo, you know? So that's what I'm going to do today. Oh, Steve's here from Harneal Media. Hello. I'm going to redo the NATO phonetic alphabet in Illustrator as a office reference for myself. And I'm going to lay it out in keyboard layout because this will be much faster for me to. Hotel Alpha Alpha Sierra. That's right. That's my last name. Did you ever see those movies, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot? In QWERTY format. Yes, I will not do the Dvorak format of keyboards. It will be QWERTY. QWERTY keyboard layout. Now, how would you go about tackling this task in Illustrator? Well, I want to do squares like this, laid out exactly the way they are on the keyboard. So rather than just look at my keyboard and guess, I'm going to steal a keyboard from the interwebs. So let's go do that. Because you know what I always say, the more you steal and the more you cheat in Adobe Illustrator, the better you are. It's actually preferred. Don't reinvent the wheel. Like, we know where we know where the spacing is of these keys. They're not all directly on top of each other. They're kind of shifted a little bit. So I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I just need quickly get it done. Come on. I'm busy. I can't fiddle around with this stuff. Heck no. All right. I think I'm presenting to everyone. Yeah. So here's like the phonetic. Look at this. Every one of them is just, that's useless. 2 columns. That's dumb. Rows of 5. Like, your brain, that's the exact one I printed out. I just, look, that's not good at all. So, homie, don't play that. We're going to do this better. So, let's go over to pixabay.com. One of my favorite royalty-free resources for royalty-free graphics. Keyboard layout. Line. Okay, I'm gonna find one here. Found one earlier. Okay, how about this one? Let's see. It's easy. I memorized it when I used it. I know, I've memorized it too, but when you're on the phone, it's like sometimes I hesitate. So I don't want to hesitate anymore. So I'm not going to do that. All right. All right. Keyboard. M radio operator. Here's one. All right. So here's a good layout. Free download. I'm going to choose vector graphics. download. Oh, it's gonna make me sign in. Hold on. There we go. Vector. There it goes. Look at that. Instant SVG file. Open this up in Illustrator. Haboom. Gorgeous vectors. They're gorgeous. All right, so let's zoom out. All right, I won't need any of this. Won't need any of that. I'm just deleting what is not needed. Just using the selection box with the direct selection tool. Boom. I have the option key down to make sure it selects everything. See, without the option key, see how you've only selected part of it? If you hold the option key, all of it's selected. I like that. You know, Illustrator is a lot of selection. Selection is the name of the game. It slows you down. People are all focused on, um, you know, the pen tool or the font tools. No, it's selection's what you want. All right, so here I've got a good. I've got some good line art here. There we go. Nice. Look at that. I'm off to the races. So why recreate that yourself? It's out there on the interwebs. I drove a tow truck for AAA when I was young and had to use it for radio dispatching. Yeah, yeah. It's bad. Phone telephony, is getting worse. We should think it would get better, but no, like call quality is bad. And I cannot hear. And then sometimes people aren't speaking clearly and, they sound the same, especially with the S and the F. I'm sure there's others that kind of sound really, 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 really close. But hey, here we go. All right, so I need this just to be printed out on black and white. So I'm going to get rid of. Oh, this is another thing I like. Say you want to select all of these. Well, you can kind of shift one, two. Oh, I forgot to hold the shift key down. Boop. Like that's how you can select all of these brown items. Or remember I said selection is a big chunk of learning this program. I don't think I've even shown this tip before here on Learn Adobe Now. Watch this. Okay, so I have this selected. And you can tell it's selected because I have everything highlighted in blue around it. So it is selected. Then you can come to Object. I'm sorry, Select, Same, and then look at this. Select Same Fill Color. Boom. All of them are selected. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? So let's change this to what I want. Let me just slap the default fill and stroke. The default is this little key over here. Oh, that kind of goes away with my little magnifying glass. This magnifying glass is not the most perfect thing. I need a better solution. So there we go. Now it's filled with white, stroke with black, and I'm going to take the white away and replace it with none. There we go. And now those letters are white underneath. So let me select those, and I'll do the same thing. Select, same, fill color. Let's make those black. Now we are getting somewhere. Ooh, got lots of thumbs up in the Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop comment. Thank you for the thumbs up in the chat. All right. Hey, I got something for you. How many people we got here? 5 people watching. 5 people watching. Okay. Let me show you something I have. Take a little break. I was at an education conference and I got some stickers. And look at this sticker I got. Learning by making. Isn't that cool? I like to learn and I like to make. And I like to learn by making. Little sticker. How big is it? 3 inches by 2 inches. 3 by 2. Who in the chat room wants this sticker? I will mail it to anyone who wants it. And green is my favorite, says Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. Mitch Dietrich's here. He says, nice. I have a free sticker. Anyone who wants it, if you give me your address, I will mail it to you. Learning by making. Mitch says me. Excellent. Anyone who wants it, send me your email address. Matt, by sending me an email, send me your mailing address by sending me an email to matt@awesomewoodthings.com. And I actually have 2. So whoever wants them, send me your mailing address to matt@awesomewoodthings.com, and I'll send them. If more than 2 people, I'll send you some Awesome Wood. Everyone will get an Awesome Wood Things sticker, but if you're not one of the first 2, you'll only get an Awesome Wood Things sticker. Here we go. Excelente. So Mitch, welcome to the fun. I am drawing myself an office reference. I want the NATO phonetic alphabet, but I want it laid out on a QWERTY keyboard because I cannot discern fast enough in 2 columns or any other orientation other than the QWERTY keyboard layout. So I found the QWERTY keyboard layout online because I like to steal stuff. And now I just have to fill in what I need filled in. Now look at this. Some of these letters are not lined up very evenly. Look at this one, like it's not in the middle. Let me call up my Command K or Illustrator preferences. That 1 point. That was my keyboard increment. Sorry, folks. If you blink, you missed it. Command K, keyboard increment. That is my favorite preference right there. Keyboard increment. And anything you have selected, you hit the left, right, up, down arrow. Guess what? It moves. Quebec Whiskey, Edward Tango, Yankee Umbrella, India, October, Papa. QWETYUIOP. Oh, you're doing the top row. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Al, for giving me my cheat sheet. This is something I've been meaning to do for a long time. And I'm just so busy. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. I got so much to do than draft my own little pamphlet here, my own little reference guide. But you know what? I'm tired of not having it. And I'm tired of fumbling on the phone. I want to sound like I have it memorized, which I don't. Did you? I gotta tell you. All right, this is joke time. Does anyone watch the show Archer? It's an animated show about a secret agent, and he gets into all these mischief. Anyway, he was on a plane. The plane had a bomb. The bomb was about to explode, like, it was counting down. It was, like, a few minutes to go, and he was relaying serial numbers to the main office over the phone, and he was making up his own phonetic spelling, the phonetic, um, items for the alphabet, and he said, "M as in Mancy." Not N as in Nancy, M as in Mancy. So, we told him to snip the wire based on, going in the book and reading what to do, and since he said the wrong he accelerated the clock, it was clicking faster, and he goes, "Wait, let's double check that serial number," and he goes, "No, not N as in Nancy, M as in Mancy." I cracked myself up. Then there was a comedian that says, "Oh, he always fumbles through it," and he's like, "P as in," and he's like, "P, P, P, phlegm," or P as in pterodactyl. Oh, I'll stop now. Feel free to send negative super chats for my poor, poor, comedy. I'll stay. All right. So now let's pick a good font here. UUEB. All right. So now let's find the perfect font for this. Maybe, maybe DIN condensed. And I definitely like the you know, cap first letter and then lowercase. It's easier to read that. Um, easier to read that. All right, so let's get this centered here. I like to use my snaps. See, so I make sure these are snapped, and then right there's that center point, and I like to snap it on that, and then make sure this. See, it looks centered, but er. I'm sorry, I am just so particular. This is what, working in a professional environment does to you after a while. All right, so I'm gonna highlight both of these. Now watch this. I'm gonna pick this up, move it, but I'm gonna use the Option key to copy it, and I'm gonna snap it right to that one. Doink. Now I'm gonna unselect the outside. This is some power moves here, and then Command D, 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 D. Now I have a double here, so I'll delete, delete. Now all of these are snapped in the center. Now let's do this again. Option key, snap, Option key, snap. Now I've got a double here and a double there because that copied with it. I don't have to delete that, but hey, why not? And now all I have to do is learn how to type. You know how to do. E is echo, isn't it? Oh, Al. I think you've got Al does not have the proper NATO phonetic. Echo R is Romeo. Al, go. You should check yourself against what I'm doing here. Romeo. Romeo. Keys. Tango. Y. Yankee. Yep. Use umbrella. No, U is uniform. That's two that were a mismatch. India. Oscar. Do you have Oscar? No, you have October. P is Papa. Yeah. Ooh, look, this O does not look centered. You have Edward. Nope. Nope. It says it. The sheet says E Echo. And what was the other discrepancy? Umbrella? Uniform. Uniform might be a better word because it actually sounds like the letter U. Uniform instead of umbrella. There you go. Oh, you want to put the next row down from memory? Yet I would have been understood. Now, isn't that the whole point? The whole point is just to be understood. So can't fault you. Alpha, Sierra, Delta, Southwest. Yes, second. Okay. See, Al's all kerfuffled. He's probably in the middle of making awesome things in his shop. Every time I go watch one of Al's live streams, he's doing something more awesome than the next time. Star Trek, spaceships, cool stuff. No, I'm just teasing. I love you, brother. Hell, Juliet is K. Now, see, I'm fumbling trying to find K on the chart. Can't wait till this is done. Not long now. Lima. Jack King Lima. Oh, David. Foxtrot. George. Yeah. What do you have for H? Hotel, right? Oh, Jack King Lima. Yeah, different. Different. Not different wrong, just different. Someone is texting me. Somehow I don't have your phone number. I talked to Jeff about the possibility of going to champion since reading thoughts. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyone want my phone number? There it is. Beep. My phone number is public. Oh, it's still magnifier thing won't show it. Well, I should say it's public to friends on Facebook. So if we are friends, you can get my phone number from my Facebook about page. If you're a friend of the friend, not happening. X-ray is xylophone. Okay. Lima, Z as in Zulu, X as in X. Charlie. Victor. What's the vector, Victor? Anyone know what that's from? Bravo. Bah. Doesn't look very centered, does it? It's weird. Maybe these aren't spaced properly. M is Mike. Airplane. Yes. Ding ding ding. What's the vector, Victor? It's an airplane reference from the movie Airplane. Funniest movie. Or one of the funniest for sure. Now, will I be able to read this? Because my eyes are getting bad. Or was it Space 1999? No. Just kidding. So the question is, can this type get larger? See if I can get this type to be a larger size. Command T calls up your character palette. I like that. Here, I'm going to cheat, get my scale tool out, or I could use this tool. I don't think I've ever shown you this. This is just making the type thinner. How wide is it now? By the way, man, I'm actually putting a test together on working with Camera Raw. Oh, cool. That's hardcore. Yeah, Camera Raw is what am I trying to say? It um like each hardware manufacturer I think has a slightly different flavor of what the file format raw is. So you've got to kind of make sure all your software is up to date if you're going to play with the raw file format. But yeah, why not? That's essentially exactly what the sensor sees. Why futz with it is the question. And the answer is you shouldn't. You should not. Now I don't like the size of the actual letter. You know what? I want to use the font that Apple uses on the Mac keyboard. I wonder what font that is. Font Mac keyboard. Bag rounded. Hmm. Download free font bag rounded. No, see, here's the question. Where's the download? Is it here? No, that's an ad. I think it's this one. Do you think it's that one? I'm pushing it. I pushed it. I'm living on the edge. Yep, that's a font, all right. Let's put that in my little font location. Fonts keep. Open font book. Add a new font. Ooh, my. Select all. Open. Warning. 8 minor problems found. I don't care. All right, back to Illustrator. That was oh, Q. Select all. All right. See if it's here. V. Down in the V's. There it is. Go with that one because I think this has then. Yeah. Oh, see, I'm still at 84% here. Gotta bring that back to that is it. That is the font on the Macintosh keyboard. How do you like them apples? A maker's mind is here. Stephen Twidell. Did everyone see A Maker's Mind, the live game show? It premiered on, when did that premiere? Friday? Friday. Myself and Julian Martinez were the first contestants on the premiere episode of A Maker's Mind. I had a fun time, Steve. Thank you again for having me. I will drop a link up to it in the chat room. And Dorge behaved himself mostly, which is good. Here we go. There you go, folks. Save that for later. Well, welcome to the Learn Adobe Now session, Steve, under the A Maker's Mind handle. As you can see, I'm using Illustrator to redo this reference chart for myself in my home office. I'm doing this because I always fumble with this phonetic alphabet because I do not have it committed to memory. And I like to use my memory on other things because because Albert Einstein did not memorize phone numbers because he's like, I can use my brain power for other things. I don't need to remember phone numbers. I can write them down. That's what he did. And since this is just a chart I'm making, it doesn't have to look good as an actual keyboard. I just want it laid out this way. How will there be an episode of the Maker's Mind game show this Friday, Steve? Can you let us know in the chat? In any event, I suggest people subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified. There is also a SoundCloud audio only version if that's what you're into. Oh, you gave a shout out for 2 more contestants. I did not see the shout out. Does that mean you're looking for 2 new contestants? Or you've shouted out the 2 that you have? Sounds like you're looking for more victims. I mean contestants. I kid, I kid. See, here I just deselected what I wanted to keep. Keyboard, delete. Zulu, X-ray, Charlie, Victor, Bravo, November, Mike, or M as in Mancy. See, now I don't think this see, now the spacing. Does everyone see that? How the words are too close to the single letter? This has to be big, folks. My eyes aren't what they used to be, so I have to see this about 2.5 feet away from my eyeballs. There we go. I am looking to fill all Fridays in the calendar now. I know the format will work. Cool. Well, reach out to Stephen Twidell if you're interested in being a contestant on A Maker's Mind game show. I'm sure he will love to consider your candidacy and hook you up if he can because it's a lot of fun. General maker topics are the name of the game, as well as some fun music and pop culture references as well. I hope I've characterized that correctly. It was a lot of fun. What do you think? I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to be able to see that. And I'm telling you, now if I need to spell my name, I can go real fast. Mattthewha. I know exactly where they are. Perfect. Noise. Awesome with things. Awesomewood. Like I know exactly where to go. Muscle memory. It's all there. That's going to be a huge help. Going to go right on my wall. That should be awesome. Here, let me actually print it. Save. Oh, no, not that. I was going to save the Hangout. I'm not going to share while I print. But, ooh, okay. Let's see. Fit to page. Okay, we'll just try that. All right. It's printing. That thing right there, that's a printer. I think you know that. Got to be careful. The dog is laying on the ground. Hi, baby. Did I disturb you? I disturbed my puppy. What do you think? I think that will work much better for me. Can I read it? This is the real test. Let me get a piece of tape. Tape it to the wall. I can read it. Yay. Try this. Yep. There you go. A much better layout for the NATO phonetic alphabet. I am convinced I'm going to be way more productive. And by more productive, I mean I will be able to talk over the phone without fumbling to figure out what these are. Hey, something I've always meant to do, probably for a few years. Just never had time. So that's what you can do with Adobe Illustrator. You can do whatever you want. Like you can make high-end stuff or you can make little cheat sheets for yourself. I didn't draw that keyboard. I found clip art for, the orientation of those keys, because that's important for the muscle memory. Yes. All the cool kids are texting now. They don't talk on the phone. Isn't that the truth, Jim? Isn't that the truth? And they're not on Facebook either because all the adults are there. It sucks. Well, because I have a kid. He's like, I'm not being on a platform with my parents because he knows I'm all over Facebook. I'm old. I use Facebook. That is very nice, Matt. Great work. Would anyone like a printout or a PDF of this? I'm going to put this somewhere that you can download. Don't know where I'll put it. I'll list this in on my Patreon page as a public download, so you don't have to be a patron in order to get it, but it'll be free. So if you go to patreon.com/awesomewoodthings, you'll see a post, public free post where you can download this if you want it. I think it's help. I think it will be helpful. Yes, come off the file. Okay, cool. Cool. And then if anyone wants a learning by making sticker, the first two that sends me their mailing address to Matt@awesomewoodthings, I will put this in the postal mail. And you'll also get an Awesome Wood Things sticker. If you're not one of the first two, you'll just get an Awesome Wood Things sticker. Because I have envelopes and I have stamps over there. I can't reach them, too far away. This is my office. It's a very productive office. I love this office. I love this office. I am so productive in this office. I have everything I need. I never have to leave except for the refrigerator and the bathroom and the bed. I don't have a bed. I do want, like, here, does this exist? Like, I want like a plush chair, like not like a recliner, but I don't want it to be big and gaudy. Like I just want like a fabric small chair where it's pillowy and super comfortable, but not huge and oversized and gaudy. That way, when I break out the video games, instead of sitting in the office chair, I can sit in like a lazy boy. But I want it not taking up a lot of room, but equally comfortable. So, as you're sitting down, like it wouldn't be much wider than you. I don't know. I'm so particular. Don't get in my head. It's a scary place. You're a maker, dang it, Matt. Make a bloody chair. Ooh. Yeah, I could make one, I suppose, but man, I try and stick to the smaller crafts, but I made this desk. This desk is 7 foot this way, almost 8 foot that way with a 45-degree return. So I guess I'm graduating with the big channels and the big crafts people. Trying to get there. Trying to. My dad had a king-size lazy boy recliner. If you ever leaned back, it trapped you. Nap time, whether you were tired or not. I like that. That's funny. Ooh. I'm gonna have to kern some of these letters. Look at that. Look at Oscar. That's not very well kerned. To get in there a little bit. God, it sucks to be me. I need everything to be just right. In any event, I'm really happy with this. Thank you for playing along and watching me crank out this reference guide. Um, it was fun and it will be helpful. I like things that are helpful. Not long, I will be doing the All Things YouTube show right here on this channel. So this channel will go away, or this show will stop, and then a few minutes later, the All Things YouTube show right here on Awesome with Things will start up. And I've got a good show. Again, I have a full page of notes, and I'm going to cover the the s- the story where YouTube outright lied to the community. They said something was working one way, and it absolutely doesn't. So I'm not a person that likes drama. I actually hate drama. I'm about like lifting everyone up, making everyone better. And I'm first to defend YouTube because I think YouTube gets a lot of unfair criticism. Um, so I'm always quick to defend YouTube, but when they get it wrong, they get it wrong, and I don't. It would be a bad thing if I didn't call them out on it. So I'm going to show you what they said, show you the follow up response, tell you what it all means, and how you can navigate that on your show. All right. So, line art people, I think we'll end this here. Got to change the setup here, change the color, change the wardrobe, and change the slideshow, and then we'll get we'll see you back here for all things YouTube starting at the top of the hour in 7 minutes. This is going to go away. You $1 or more patron, you can get all of these reruns of these shows on Patreon. And the All Things YouTube show, it's public up there on Patreon. All of them are unlisted. The reruns are unlisted on Awesome with Things. All right, we'll leave it here. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you on All Things YouTube, hopefully, in less than 6 minutes. Take care. Thanks. And I have to hit stop. Stop broadcast. Bye-bye.